It's so hard to believe that we are already in our final month of the year. The second week of Advent and the celebration of Jesus' birth is just a few weeks away. What a year it has been. For many, it has been a year of loneliness and change. One thing that this year has taught us as Christians is that we are never alone. Christ is always with us, and even when we feel isolated, He is there. Isn't it fun to watch the faces of children who are often so resilient? We started our year with Good News Club at Sally Jones Elementary and Wildlife and Young Life for the teens. Then, suddenly, everything changed. We couldn't finish the school year with these kids whom we had formed such special bonds with. But Tim and I immediately started planning for what could be done to let the kids know that we were still there for them, and most importantly, that Jesus was still with them.
At the very beginning of the pandemic, the youth took a trip to the Madison Youth Ranch, where they helped construct outbuildings for the horses. There was much work to be done, and it really kept the kids busy, so they didn't have time to think about how much their lives were changed with the pandemic. Once back, Jordan and I started making monthly boxes for kids and youth. These boxes were small tokens to go along with Sunday school lessons and activities to keep them entertained during their time at home.
Our kids are resilient indeed. Look at the smiles on the playground during a parents' night out and while social distancing with ice cream during the pandemic.
Look at their accomplishments as they host dessert with veterans. Nothing they have done could be possible without your generous financial support.
By now, you should have received a letter asking you to pray about what you could potentially contribute to help us meet our goal for the ministry for tomorrow. The financial gifts you give will provide for a strong tomorrow for our church, our children, and our youth, as well as for our neighbors.
If you are able, please donate on our church app, where you'll be able to see an option for Giving for Tomorrow Fund. If you prefer, you can write a check. Please note tomorrow in the memo line so it can be set aside for this wonderful purpose.
Please remember, this is second mile giving. It is over and above what you are already doing. What you give on a regular basis funds ministry today. These gifts will help us move into the future on a firm financial foundation. We hope to celebrate your generosity on Sunday, January 10th.
We are so incredibly thankful and humbled by the gracious support of our First Church family.
Together, because of the ongoing work of the Holy Spirit, as well as your prayers and generosity, we believe God is placing us in a position to have a greater impact for Christ and for His kingdom in 2021. Thank you so much for your love and faithfulness.